Hey there, BZ people, and welcome back to the 13th episode of our Pokemon Yellow Randomizer Nuzlocke. I am sorry that this is going up on Wednesday instead of Monday. I would have loved to have had an episode on Monday, but unfortunately, I just did not get a chance to record or edit this weekend. I'll go more into why that is in a little bit. And before we introduce the team, I do have some sad news for you. Spoons the Kadabra is the second fatality in this Nuzlocke. I was training him in between episodes, and I came across a B-drill, and I was like, Spoons is awesome. He can totally take this B-drill out with a confusion. No, he couldn't, but the B-drill sure could take us out with a twin needle. So, unfortunately, Spoons is gone, but let's go over who we do still have. We still have Pyrequine, level 27 with Ember and Earthquake. Still thinking about putting Pin Missile on him, haven't fully decided. We also have Shinigami, our starter, who evolved into a Haunter a couple episodes ago. He has Psychic, Hypnosis, Nightshade, and Thunder. That's a good moveset. Thunder is extremely accurate for how inaccurate it is. We also have Datuma, which I need to change his name. In between episodes, his name will change. He still has Tackle, now has Confuse Ray, Sludge, and Thunder Wave. So he's got a lot of different statuses he can do. He can confuse you, he can poison you, and he can paralyze you. And the final member of our team is Ma Grizzly the Kangaskhan with Comet Punch, Rage, Leech Seed, and Bite. We also have Scramble the Execute, but he's really there just for 8 gems. So not going to really feel the need to go into him. But we are going to go into Lavender Tower. We are going to face off against our rival. And I want to find out if I need the Sylph Scope to still get an encounter here. Otherwise, we're going to Sylph Co. Hey, Bork! What brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Let's go, pal! So, yeah. How about a question of the day? Since I'm going to be talking a lot this episode about what I was doing this weekend that kept me from recording, I want the question of the day to be, what is something that you do with your family? Some sort of special tradition for you guys. So he is a Stone-type trainer. I think Pyrequine could take you out with an Earthquake. Oh gosh, we're still over-leveled for this. But I think you guys know that I myself, I've brought this up a few times, that's scary. My family, we make maple syrup, and part of the reason why I was not able to record was I spent all day Saturday in the woods with my dad, putting teas into the lateral lines so that we could attach taps and eventually tap trees. Now, I am fairly certain that basically everything I just said most likely was gibberish to you. So I'm going to do my best to try and survive this rock throw. Please, Pyrequine. Oh, Onyx's attack is pathetic. So the way it works is we have our main lines, which are like little hoses that we're not staying in for Golem. We'll send Shinigami out there. We can't paralyze, but we can poison and confusion. And Golem Sprite actually looks really good in this gen. Anyway, yeah, you have your main lines that runs through the woods and eventually leads back to the tank where you collect all this stuff. Oh, sorry, all this sap. And you have things that are known as lateral lines that run off of that. It's like little tubing, maybe a quarter of an inch thick altogether. and that connects into the main line, and those go to the trees. Now, there's these little plastic things that, interestingly enough, are in the shape of T's that you put in, that it has one end that goes into one part of the lateral line, one end that goes into the other end of the lateral line, with an end coming off that you could hook what is known as a drop line onto it, and put a tap on that to put it into the tree. So my job this weekend was to go up into the lateral lines, cut them, put the T in, and the guy behind me came and put the drop line on. So that was my Saturday, walking through the snow with a giant red tool, as putting T's into lines. That was my Saturday. Well, actually, that was my day during the Saturday, and I was very, very tired once it was all said and done. But after that, we had to go and get our taxes done, me and my wife. And I found out that the health exchange marketplace, or whatever it is that government set up, it's a terrible, terrible thing. Affordable care my butt. Me and my wife, when I was on unemployment for 6 months, were through this company called, or this plan called Rise, and we got it for like somewhere between $70 and $100 a month for our health insurance because of our income was so low. Well, that sounds fine and good and all that, but then we went to get our taxes done, and they're like, oh, well, this is how much we charged you, and this is how much we should have charged you, so it's going to come out of your taxes instead. So we lost like $1,400, $1,000, something like that, to health insurance because they we didn't charge you enough. No, not good. How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. I doubt there are any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later. Have you guys ever seen that picture of Gary Oak breaking into Ash's house and smelling him at night? It's kind of creepy. Let's use one of these handy-dandy antidotes I bought. And I won't use a potion, but I am going to go deeper into the tower to try and see if we can get an encounter quick. Just walk back and forth here, and is it a spooky, scary ghost? Oh, it's still a spooky, scary ghost, so we do need to get the self-scope. You could totally take the spooky, scary ghost on. And apparently Pokemon can talk and scare us out of towers. So, that wasn't quite my entire Saturday. I mean, when we got back from taxes, my wife was feeling a little neglected, and so we did cuddle on the couch, and we caught up on some of our TV shows because it seems like we can't keep up with all of them these days. We watch The Flash, we watch Arrow, we watch Supernatural, we watch what else do we watch? We watch Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So right now in their little break, it's it's Agent Carter instead. And let's see here, what else do we watch? On ABC, we watch Once Upon a Time, which is on break currently. We watch let's see. We watch Scorpion, which is a show about a bunch of geniuses. We watch Gallivant, which, I don't know, this season isn't as good as the first one in my opinion. But we do get an encounter here. we can see what that is. Oh, encounters. That reminds me. I know that in the first episode I introduced some extra rules that haven't come up at all, except for the revive tokens, which I'm keeping that rule. But I'm getting rid of the rule about rare candies. Cannot bring back a member even though it's dead. That's Dupes Clause. We do not have to catch you. So rare candies, they're rare candies. They're not anything special. A Flareon? That's exciting. That's exciting. So let's switch into Shinigami to, you know, Nightshade him. Just a little bit. Shade around the edges. You know, technically I think if we catch Flareon, that means that we wouldn't have to catch Eevee or any of his other evolutions. But I think for this... Oh gosh. I am so sorry, BZ people. I need to think a little more while I'm doing this because I just killed our encounter off because I was talking. I'm very tempted to use an encounter token and try and get something there. Well, let's go and see what the free Pokemon here is. Yeah, we get a lot of gift Pokemon in this town. Like, a lot of them. I mean, there's whatever the Eevee is replaced with up here, which I'm excited. Are you excited? And our Eevee is a Wheezing. Let me call him Gas Bag. Because I don't feel like being creative with dupes. So, what do you guys think about the fact that this is the second dupe gift Pokemon that we've got? Do you think I should be able to use that and trade it in for another encounter? Or do you think, oh, okay, he's got two Weezings. That's the end of the story right there. What are your thoughts? I personally, I could go either way. But, well, let's go ahead and deposit this Weezing. I don't think I mentioned this, but since our Kadabra did faint, I am very strongly considering adding the Slowpoke onto our team once we beat Erica, which I almost think our team is strong enough we could go take her on right now if we really wanted to. But first, I want to go down, find the guy with the tokens, or the game case, and let's grab that. We got the coin case. Now let's go see what kinds of prizes we can get. And since the TMs won't show, I might have to check that in between episodes. I can get a Magneton or a Charizard or a Coughing. Okay, Charizard would be pretty cool. Oh, I'm going to limit myself to one Pokemon from here, since otherwise we could get a Gyarados. Yeah. Let's go trade some coins in and get a Gyarados. Because Gyarados makes me happy. Oh, let's see here. Do you give coins? Got coins. Come on, what about you? Got coins. How about you? You got coins. Yeah, how about you? Something about Erica. Coins? No, she's having fun. She doesn't have time to give us coins. We got coins. And we get coins. Let's get some coins. Okay, let's see if we can find 20 more coins somewhere. I know they have coins randomly hidden around here. Like, Okay, let's go get a Gyarados. So yes, that was my Saturday. I suppose I could tell you all about what my Friday was. Friday. Oh, you could come up with a good name of Gyarados quick. I'm thinking Grandina. I think I'm gonna. I don't know if any of you watch Fairy Tale, but if you do, then you know about the Dragon Slayers, and you know how each Dragon Slayer had a dragon that raised them and taught them the dragon slaying magic. And I probably spelled that wrong, but they... Where was I going with this? Actually, I want to check Gyarados out quick. But the Sky Dragon is Grandina. That is definitely an amazing sprite for a dragon that knows only Tackle. But, you know, it's better than Splash. I'm not going to diss that at all. And so, since Gyarados is a flying water type, totally a dragon, I'm going to call him Grandina. Which, you know, this is just me. You can agree, you can disagree, you can do whatever you want. But I honestly think that they made kind of a big mistake by making Gyarados a dark dragon type when he Mega Evolves instead of a flying dragon. Or not. No, water dragon? Water dragon or flying dragon. Just make him a dragon type. I'm guarding this post-it. Go away or else. You didn't give me a chance to go away. You just went straight into the or else. Yay! He's a grass type trainer. Or maybe a poison type. Either way, Pyre Equine is really our answer for this. Oh yes, I was going to get more into what my weekend was like. Friday night, I came home from work, and I scrambled to get episode of Pokemon Showdown edited before I had to go over to my friend's house because we were all going to play a game called 13th Age. It is a... still could be grass or poison type. It's a role-playing game where it's like Dungeons and Dragons, except a slightly different system. It's a good system. It's fun. I'm playing a dwarf cleric who lost my chin in an orc raid, so my beard's made out of chainmail, which, you know, is pretty cool. We were trying to save a town, and this giant construct worm thing made out of the town tried to eat us. So that was interesting. And that took up a majority of my night. Let's see here. Who needs a little training? Everyone but our favorite two. So let's put the tumor up front. Push a secret button and go downstairs. I don't think we're going to be able to beat Silph Code this episode, especially since I want to find lots of items. I know there's one in the trees somewhere. Like this fresh water, which I can totally trade to a little girl on top of the department store to get some TMs, or to a thirsty guard to get into Saffron City, which we can go get another gift Pokemon. Full heal. I've been waiting for full heals for a while. Let's go downstairs, because there's nothing else to do up here. I don't think there's an item in these trees, but I could be wrong. You know, these Team Rocket guys are really bad at this whole standing guard thing. And let's speed up the warp panels just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean up to 5,000 times faster. So let's see what this item is. We found Firestone. So I don't think we have anything right now that evolves with a Firestone. But someday, maybe. Could get something pretty cool like a Growlithe. We got a Master Ball. Oh gosh, we get whatever we want now. And we found no more room for items. Oh, do we have something we can toss? Tasu. Let's see what you got. TM43, which we might be able to get rid of this right away. What are you, TM43? Let's see here. Gust. So is Gust a normal type move? Or is it a flying type? Either way, I think it's physical. I'm going to teach it to Tumor instead of Tackle. Which I will look up in between episodes to see if it is physical or if it's flying or normal type. I think it's normal type in Gen 1. So let's go for a spin. Let's go for a spin. And we'll go for another spin. I really want to know what this item is. A Hyper Potion. That's pretty awesome. Oh, there's no way out of here. Is there? There's this. There's this. Then there's this. And this. And this. And this. And we're going to have to get rid of another item. I'm thinking it might be an antidote. Oh, we gotta get into a battle. So another thing that happened this past weekend was on Saturday. It was my mom's birthday, so I didn't really get to spend a ton of time with her on Saturday, which was okay because she wanted to do something on Sunday instead. So Sunday, after my wife and I went to church and did our grocery shopping for the week, we did go over to my parents. And I got to hang out with my mom and my sisters. Played a game that my friend Jake, he was on the channel briefly for the Christmas episode, and he's the one we have to thank for this lovely background he made completely from scratch, except for the blue and black pattern he built onto that. There's a game called Zip It. It's kind of like Speed Scrabble, except instead of tiles, you have dice you can use, and you can use any side of the dice. The first person to use up all their dice wins that round. And we played a couple rounds of Settlers of Catan, which is a very fun game. Not sure if you've ever played that or not. I believe I've mentioned it on the channel before. Basically, what Catan is you start out on the island of Catan, and the island has all sorts of resources on it, like bricks and lumber, sheep and ore, and I should know this, wheat. And you gather resources and you use them to build build settlements, expand your reach, and build cities and roads. And I know this sounds like a very, very fun game, and I totally switched into the wrong guy. I was trying to switch into Ma Grizzly. I think I clicked right on Shinigami, who is got the new name, in case you haven't noticed. Golem. Let's see here. What would Golem be weak to? Earthquake, but... Oh, I guess we are risking it. Go Pyro Equine. You can take out a Golem. One hit. One hit. Not quite. But I'm okay with this, because he just raised his defense. So, yeah, we played a couple games of Catan. One 3-player game. No, we played a 4-player game. It started out as a 5-player game, and then someone quit, so it turned into a 6-player game. And let's go back into Tumor. But it was a fun time. To celebrate my mom's birthday, we had steak, and she made homemade chicken wings from chickens we raised ourselves. Watched a little bit of the Super Bowl and some of the commercials, which I was disappointed in the commercials. Super Bowl itself, didn't really pay too much attention to. To be honest, I don't really remember much, if any, of the commercials from the game, so they couldn't have been that good. And Graveler's not confused anymore, and we're getting low on HP, so we're going to have to use a super potion, which will help make room for... Maybe I'll use a regular potion. Oh, yay, he's poisoned. Let's get him confused, too. Oh, you know what would be really good on this team right now? That's Slowpoke. If only I could find a Max Revive to trade him in. Because I don't know if I ever told you that. Max Revives, instead of bringing back someone from the box, they are going to waste turns. I'm going to make it so it's a either exchange or add-on. It's a party change token. So, hopefully we can find some of those, because otherwise we only get to switch people in once we beat a gym leader. And we defeated a scribe who has an R on his chest because he scribed it there, and a whip. And let's go potions and use those up. Oh good, we can use 3 of them if we want. And I don't want to waste them. There is an item here. Oh, there's a burn heal. Is this the guy that has the key? I don't think it is. So what you got, Scribe? Oh, you're a dragon type trader. I looked it up in between episodes because we did catch that Dragonair, and Dragonair doesn't learn Dragon Rage until sometime in the 40s, I think, so we don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about him thinking he can be faster than us. Ooh, Gust is flying! That is exciting! We have a flying type move on our Weezing, which means he's very good against grass types. I think I should have given this to Mont Grizzly. That's my fault. So yes, that was my weekend. That is why I didn't get a chance to record anything. That, and usually I stay up after my wife goes to sleep to work on the channel, and I was just so tired this weekend that I couldn't stay up late. I had to get some sleep. I had to catch up on some a little bit. I wouldn't have been any good to you guys anyway. So again, I do apologize that I didn't get that episode up. I'm not going to promise anything, but I am going to try to get a bonus episode up at some point for you. Maybe if I get a chance, and I get far enough ahead, maybe this Sunday I'll be able to put a extra episode up on Sunday. Like I said, I can't promise anything, but I will try. So I told you a bit about myself, about what I did this weekend, talked a little bit about maple syrup, and so I think it's only fair that you guys tell me a little bit about some of your family traditions. Maple syrup being mine. Something, you know what, I have a few minutes, about a minute. I had this battle yet that I want to talk to you about how my family got into maple syrup, actually. And it is quite the interesting story. My dad started out doing this with a friend of the family known as, he's not known as Kelvin, his name is Kelvin. And he started out doing it just as something cool to do with me when I was a little kid. He just had a few trees, just made enough syrup for us to enjoy some, and it kept growing bigger and bigger because more and more people wanted syrup from us. Until eventually it got to the point where Dad was making so much syrup that he was getting 55-gallon barrels full of it. And he was selling it to other producers who, that's what they do. They purchase maple syrup from local producers and bottle it and sell it under their brand. And it's just been growing bigger and bigger and expanding, and it's never been big enough for Dad. At least it seems like he can't just sit with what he has for a year. He always has to be investing and making it bigger and bigger. Someday, maybe this is kind of broken in BS. We're switching in someone else. I wanted Mod Grizzly to bite him, and I accidentally clicked Shinigami. And Dragonite knew to paralyze me. Huh. If it wasn't for the fact that I really, really want to go... Oh, this is... We're going to be stuck here for a while, BC people. I might end the episode... Oh, never mind. There we go. Thank you all for joining me. Tell me more about your traditions down below. Leave a like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out, or come back on Friday to check out the next episode of the Nuzlocke. Tell your friends. And just don't forget, BZ people, it's Bork and Zim Gaming. Burn, baby, burn!